I'm going to be giving you my first impression of Fusion 360. Do keep in mind that this is from my perspective as a concept artist and designer. While I share my thoughts, you can watch me create my very first model in Fusion 360. And as you can already see, I'm modeling a scope from photo reference. Before creating this model, I spent roughly 2 hours exploring and experimenting with some of the features the program has to offer. Now, I have tinkered with CAD software in the past, however, I would definitely consider myself a rank novice. So with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and drone about what I enjoyed and what I found frustrating about the program as a first-time user. So the launch time compared to other 3D programs like ZBrush, Moai 3D, and Blender was relatively much longer. They all just took a few seconds to open, while Fusion took over a whole minute. So you do have to wait a bit for the program to launch and initialize. The next thing I learned was that the navigation was different from the other programs I was used to. So it took some time to get used to it, but even after you get accustomed to it, moving around in the program feels very awkward. I also found that while recording there was a lot of lag, so I assume it is quite demanding when it comes to hardware. I've never experienced any lagging with the other 3D programs when I'm recording. But these were the only frustrating issues I encountered. Apart from that, I actually have a lot of positive things to say. Fusion is extremely intuitive, especially if you are coming from a 2D background with no prior 3D experience. For those that are already used to 3D poly modeling, you'll need to put what you already know into a box and push it aside for the time being, as you will need to learn to think about 3D in a whole new way because CAD modeling requires a different approach. Now let's talk about the learning curve. I am of the opinion that Fusion is beginner friendly. You can make your very first model after just a few hours of practice. Of course, it will take time to get good at the program, but the point is that you can start building things very quickly without investing too much time. The workflow is non-destructive as it saves all your modeling history. You can go back to any sketch you've made and edit it at any point as long as you don't delete the sketch. It also lets you delete things in a non-linear fashion. You can delete features at any point in the timeline. This to me makes the software truly powerful. It is excellent when it comes to performing and handling complex Boolean operations. The filleting feature is by far the best I've come across when comparing it to other CAD programs I've used in the past. Overall, designing with Fusion 360 is so much more fun as you don't have to worry about topology, and as a result, higher levels of complexity can be achieved with relative ease. While working on this model, the program crashed once, but other than that, it seemed to be very stable and I haven't experienced any crashes since. I definitely see myself adding this program to my arsenal for use in both personal and commercial work. This program is going to be fantastic for designing hard surface props, mechs, and also for the creation of kit bash sets. So that's my take on Fusion 360. If you'd like to watch the full time-lapse video of me modeling the scope from start to finish, you can find the link in the description of this video.